Luke's Beach House. Surfboard signs by Holding himself. What is the function of this beautiful barn-like structure?
The barn is the entertainment barn. So it's going to have a game room, pool table, and somewhat of a kitchen for catering and just entertaining guests.
And some of this was here? The barn was here?
This half of the barn's existing as it was.
Right. Here I am in Lexington, Ohio, riding around town with Mr. Burt Wentz himself. The 5-pointed stars that are on all the houses everywhere, are those religious?
Don't have anything to do with the church. Somebody just started something. You look at this guy's barn, he's got 2 stars on it. You go down the road to a big house, and here's a guy got one over every one of his windows, and I don't know what they mean. I said, I got something that looks perfect on your log cabin.
Right.
An old log cabin.
So this is copper. Do you know when it was made?
In 1800s. I like to trade.
Crafted, huh?
Well, I'd be glad to do trade.
I trade every day but Sunday.
I've always thought that it would make a lot more sense if we buried people standing up because they take up a lot less room.
And guess what? The possibility exists.
Really?
I'm serious. I'm Paul Johnson, and I'm the warden at St. Peter and Paul Russian Orthodox Church, located here in Santa Rosa on Stony Point Road and St. Olga Court. And we're a Russian Orthodox church. The church was completed in 1987, and we just purchased this property next door, 21 acres, with the goal of creating a cemetery. We ended up in San Francisco in 1966,
And that was quite a time in San Francisco.
we lived about 4 blocks
from Haight-Ashbury.
Oh yeah. It was wild. Talk about a culture shock.
Yes.
The last place I lived was Hobart, Tasmania, which was about 10 years behind Sydney, which was about 20 years behind San Francisco. So yeah, it was quite a culture shock. You plumped this kid right into Haight-Ashbury. I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. What I remember of it.
After your ceremony of standing your relatives in the ground in a shroud and going, all right, let's celebrate their life.
That's
you know?
We'll sit at the picnic tables.
That is cool.
But here we are at Amtrak number 115, having the time of my life. Good morning, Utah. Headed to Colorado. Next stop, Grand Junction.
Closer to Grand Junction, I'll come back on, give you a little bit of information about what's going to happen there with that stop. Enjoy Ruby Canyon.
Right along here, where some of the original manufacturers, the Oliver Tractor Company had its home here. These elements here were part of the first floor elevation of the first Carpenter's Hall in St. Louis, and they were ganged together with a flower that kind of flared out. There was a small terracotta bump out above it like a cornice, and then it went up again to on the second floor. The element was expanded on. It was an opportunity. I guess as a young man, I was captivated by certain things besides women and airplanes would be opportunities.
So here we are, out off of Highway Q, outside of Wausau, Wisconsin, following Mr. Steve Boehm, Antique Timbers, and going to look at his latest project.
Steve Bain with Antique Timbers,
Right.
out of Wausau, Wisconsin. We're in Ringgold at an estate that's 716 acres and doing a full rehab, historical rehabilitation on this property. and it was built in late 1800s. We have the house here.
All right.
It had brick veneer put on in the late 40s. The potato barn.
They were doing veneer in 1940s?
They just did an outside.
Right.
Outside brick.
What's inside of it?
Is
it wood?
2x4 yeah, construction. And then we got the potato barn over here, which the only thing about this rehabilitation is going to be that's not, you know, really used material is going to be the roofing material.
Right. And what are you going to roof it with?
This
Metal roofing?
White steel here.
Right.
And then this barn here is kind of a unique piece. It's actually a dance barn, so like a ballroom.
Here we've now discovered on Reclamation Road this beautiful old dance barn, built when?
Somewhere in the 30s or 40s.
Somewhere in the 30s, maybe Prohibition sort of era, close to that, right?
Yep.
And there was stills here. I mean, rumor has it.
Rumor has it.
Yeah, well, we like those kind of rumors. What the heck, you know? And this was originally built to be a dance barn.
Yep, or a dance hall. Or
dance hall, right? Yeah. And so then the owner.
Originally a potato storage.
Right.
You'll notice when we go underneath that it's not whitewashed like a lot of different style barns like this because they didn't have any cows.
You should write a check for this thing.
I see. All right. Well, tell me about this lovely little building.
Well, we got hand-hewn timber skins on the outside.
I forgot.
Yeah.
And then we've got.
Oh, you skinned them?
Yeah, so it's just a 1 or 2 inch, 1.5
Right.
inch. And then we put a 1830s recipe chinking in there. You can see the straw and all that kind of hanging out.
Right.
It's lime, Portland cement, straw, and something else.
Right on.
The windows from a early 1900s courthouse.
I don't sell a whole lot of stuff.
No.
After I get attached to it and I don't want to get rid of it.
I know what that's like.
Yeah. But if you get the right price out of my price, I'll anything.
Right.
A bunch of them already one time. Yeah. Well, it's been a couple years. You can hold it up, okay? Then I'll pull the strap. All right.
Okay, Jack, go down to the truck. It's a beautiful thing. Do you know the history of this barn?
Yeah, my grandfather built it,
Right.
1902, on Rest Dinner.
Yes.
And my grandfather bought the Ballard Ranch side of the ranch in 1935.
Right.
And so they had a small Great Beach area.
Here she is, the Southern Belle herself. Hi. Elizabeth Southpaw Wells. How are you?
I'm good.
All right. We did the electrical. You did.
Gutted the entire building.
Gutted the entire
Gutted the
building.
entire building. The only thing that's actually really still existing is the 2 walls and then the back.
And here is everybody going, okay, you're at 18th and Mission, gutting an entire building, spending all your investors' money, all your money, and everybody else's money. And what were you thinking? And it's working, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
We wanted, we were originally from the South and wanted to bring a place out here that really reflected what we were passionate about, which is Southern food and community and giving back to the community. And I think with Heritage Salvage, it was so easy to find that partnership that really fit.
High Tops Sports Bar. We want to take the Reclamation Road concept down the road. So you can get a hold of us at reclamationroad@gmail.com. Send us a video of your hometown. I think fixing the country is up to us at this point. I love what I do. Reclamation Road. I think it's up to us to fix our country. Come on.
Cause reclamation roads come to your town.